Welcome to the Manifesting Latina podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Norma Reyes, a spiritual manifestation coach and your guide to creating simple spiritual routines that bring more calm, peace, and inspiration into your daily life. As a busy, ambitious Latina myself, I learned how to ditch the overwhelm by slowing down and connecting with my inner wisdom. And I want to teach you how to do the same. By listening to this podcast, you'll learn how to expand your mindset, your abundance, and your ability to receive without the burnout. So if you're ready to step into your power, elevate your spiritual practice, and make manifestation a way of life, you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back. I have a bonus episode for you today, and honestly, you probably will get a bunch of bonus episodes this season because I have a lot to share. And maybe that is why this year, the season is about expansion and growth. And perhaps that is how the podcast is also sharing its growth. So today is just a mini episode to help you shift your energy, especially if you have been feeling stuck. Oftentimes, when people are working to manifest or even just wanting to bring more spirituality into their lives, they feel stuck on how to do this. And I would say part of that has to do with the spiritual mainstream norm is that, hey, you need to be in high vibes all the time, or you need to feel good, or you shouldn't be thinking bad thoughts, and all of these things, which are totally untrue because that's just not realistic. We are human beings, we are not spiritual beings, even though we do have a soul and we have a spiritual essence to us, we are still human. We are still in this earth plane, and we can't expect ourselves to be on a different plane when we are here. And it is really about integrating being here on earth, pulling in the spiritual, but also being okay being here. um so I wanted to take this time to just really talk to you guys about shifting your energy without forcing these high vibes all the time. So again, you probably have heard that raising your vibration is key to manifesting. Even I talk about how vibration is important. But what does that mean? And how do you go about it when you're feeling low? And I would just want to remind you that you don't have to go from guilt or shame, which is the lowest vibration possible, straight to joy and abundance. Like it really is just not even possible to do that. Even if you try to, right? And people might even try to cheer you up. Think about the one time in the past, everyone can probably think of one time when you have felt so low and someone is trying to cheer you up or someone's trying to do nice things for you and it just annoys you and frustrates you. I'm not talking about when you're feeling kind of tired. I'm talking about when you are feeling low, low, like don't want to be here low. And when you're there, nothing is going to get you to be in joy. So you have to think of this like a ladder or a staircase because going from guilt or shame to joy and abundance, it is way too big of a leap. It's not possible. And even if you do that, what will happen is that you'll just rebound, right? So this is sometimes when people do this, actually, when they um let's say you go on a spending spree to get yourself out of that low, and then you get off that high of the spending spree, and you come back to reality, and then you feel even worse. So instead of doing that, instead of doing that when you are feeling low or even a lower vibration, maybe you're not feeling shame and guilt, but you're feeling depressed and understanding that there's ways for you to move up the ladder without just trying to jump into joy, without just trying to jump into feelings of love when you are not feeling it. And this also slows down what you're trying to manifest because you're not in alignment with the vibration. And this doesn't mean that you can't manifest those huge things that you are wanting when you are low vibe. It is about being in that vibration and being okay in your vibration and then working to raise your vibration. All right. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, aim for neutrality. Aim for just being okay in the overwhelm. Allow the overwhelm to just melt over you and be neutral about it. Don't try to work on things, don't try to change things, like just being in it. Like I got the random image of like a person standing in the middle of Times Square and everybody walking around them, all the different directions, cars, people, and that person just standing in the middle of it being. Now, let's say you're feeling frustrated and you just are trying to get out of that frustrated energy, then try curiosity. When you are frustrated, you might be like, oh my God, why the hell did they do that? Why did I have to change my voice? I don't know. Um, but if you're frustrated, and now you guys can just play that this go playback, save this audio piece and listen to me saying that. And hopefully that'll get you out of your frustration. But seriously, if you're feeling frustrated, try curiosity, right? Because there is a part of us that is thinking, why did they do that? But we're not coming from a like, that's interesting. Why did they do that? No, we're coming from a why did they do that? Oh my gosh, these like voices is just funny. Anyway, so trying to be curious over the situation, over the things, but coming from a place of sincerity, not a place of judgment, but a place of like, oh, that's interesting. That happened. And really, if you're still feeling like animosity and a pull and a tug of like, ugh, why did they do that? Go back into a more like shift it instead of looking towards the person that is frustrating you or the energy that's frustrating you. Shift your energy towards yourself in the okay. All right, so I see you. So I see you, spirit self. Can you tell me what is going on here? What am I needing to learn? What am I needing to know about this so I can shift my energy? And this is how you raise your vibration. It's not about getting to the highest level, it is about being where you are and then shifting your energy to a vibration that is beneficial to you, because being overwhelmed is not beneficial to you, being frustrated is not beneficial to you, being in shame and guilt is not beneficial to you. And when you are able to then actually make shifts happen in your energy, that is when you are beginning to manifest intentionally, when you are being in spiritual alignment. It's not about being high vibe, trust me. I do not have good thoughts all the time. And I don't shame myself about it either. Like if I am having thoughts of annoyance, I just know, okay, I'm not in a high vibration state right now. What can I do to shift that energy? And I will make conscious efforts to shift my energy. So, for example, today I definitely did not wake up feeling great. I do feel great now, but it took intentional effort. I was crabby in the morning. I told the kids I'm tired. I then was figuring out like, okay, what can I do? Because I had a busy schedule, what can I do to shift my energy? And normally I come home, I eat breakfast, I do my daily spiritual routine. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take a hot shower to shift and cleanse this energy off of me and hope that shifts my energy. And I say hope because sometimes it doesn't work, right? And it did work in that moment. And I did get to do some shifting, but I was still feeling physically tired. And so I did have some cancellations. And whenever I get cancellation, I'm thinking, okay, okay, universe, I see you. I see you giving me the break I need. And today, instead of jumping into work like I normally like to do, I had a breath work session before recording this podcast episode. And I am feeling really, really good. And so it was taking right where I was and figuring out what I could do to shift my energy. Now, I know not everyone is working from home. I know not everyone has the option to hop into the shower or when they want to, or do a breath work session when they want to. But this is when you start to figure out small ways that you can shift your energy, taking a step outside, deciding that you're going to eat your lunch outside, not just in a break room, not just at your desk, but doing different things that are going to work for you. Maybe you take a nap in your car. Now, car naps, guys, car naps are nice. I haven't had to take one in a while because I'm home, but I don't know. I might have to do a car nap soon. Okay. Next energy shift that I want to talk about is hopelessness. So when you are feeling hopeless, now this is not one of the lowest vibrations, right? Because shame and guilt are the lowest, but hopelessness can feel pretty, pretty low. When you are feeling hopeless, take a couple of clearing breaths and work on finding one small thing to appreciate. Shit, it could be I have this moment. I have this moment. I'm grateful for this moment to be able to think, to be free, to be hopeless. I know that sounds funny, but if you live in the United States, as difficult as some challenges are right now, we are still very much privileged. You are listening to this podcast, you are privileged. There's people that do not have time to listen to a podcast. I am able to record this podcast episode. I am free to post it. I am free to share what I'm saying. And I am grateful to taking the time to just recognize something that you can appreciate can help you step out of that hopelessness energy. Now, it's not going to solve your problems. I know that's not, in the greater scheme of things, but it's not about solving your problems. It's not about creating, one, two, three, and then being like, boom, I'm at four, and now my life is perfect. No, my life is not perfect. I don't even wish that my life was perfect. I just want to be in a place where I'm just able to shift my energy as I would like, which I am at. I'm at that place. And then my next level is just being able to trust more and surrender more that the universe is always providing for me. And that's an episode for another day, but I will get back to that on that. And yes, a lot of surrender. I am currently practicing a lot of surrender. And once I'm able to put all that into words, I will definitely be putting it into a podcast episode because surrender is so important, but it is also so difficult because we are in such a capitalist masculine energy society, and surrender, it has been made to feel like you're giving up or you're not doing enough, and that's not what it is at all. Surrender is part of the feminine energy that we all need. We all need masculine energy. We all need feminine energy. And surrender can be doing breath work like I did earlier and shifting into receiving mode. Because if you don't slow down to receive, the universe can't give you what you're wanting. Okay. So, as I said, this is going to be a mini episode, but all about shifting your energy, taking small steps to shift your energy. The goal isn't to be high five 24/7 because that's just not possible, but learning about how to shift your energy in a way that feels easy and aligned to you. So I invite you to take a pause and check in with yourself. What's one small thing that always helps you feel better? A deep breath, a favorite song, moving your body, watching funny videos, watching something that makes you laugh, whatever it is. Check in with yourself figure out those practices. And you guys can always send me a DM. I'm always here to help you shift your energy or come up with ideas on how to shift your energy. All right, that is it for today. And I cannot wait to talk to you all again. Also, I want to invite you to my Manifestation Power Hours, which I'm having currently 2 times a month. Join my newsletter so that you can get the link to register for that. And if you are ready to work with a coach such as myself in helping you learn how to shift your energy, creating daily routines that work for you to bring more peace, calm, and joy, I am your gal. So schedule a discovery call, send me a DM with any questions. All right. I will chat with y'all on the next one. Thank you for tuning in to the Manifesting Latina podcast. I hope today's episode has inspired you to expand your mindset, embrace your spiritual power, and manifest with confidence. Remember, growth happens when you allow yourself to receive. And if you love this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who's ready to expand too. Until next time, keep believing, keep thriving, and keep manifesting your best self.